Grace, mercy, and peace as we continue through the passion of our Lord and Jesus as he is arrested. Even while Jesus was saying this, Judas, one of the 12, came with a detachment of officers from the chief priests and Pharisees. They came to the place with lanterns and torches and weapons. Jesus, therefore, knowing all things that would come upon him, went out to them and said, "Whom do you seek?" They answered to him, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus said to them, "I am he." Judas, who betrayed him, had taken his stand with them. When Jesus said to them, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. Again he asked them, "Who do you seek?" They said, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus replied, "I told you that I am he. If I am the one you seek, then let these go away." This was to fulfill the word he had spoken. "Of those you gave to me, I have lost none." Now, he that was betraying Jesus had given them a sign, saying, "The one whom I shall kiss, that is he. Seize him, and be sure to take him away securely." He went straight up to Jesus and said, "Hail, Master," and kissed him. Jesus said to him, "Friend, why have you come? Judas, do you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?" They came then, laid their hands on Jesus, and took him. When those who were about him saw what would happen, they said to him, "Lord, shall we strike with the sword?" Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Jesus answered and said, "Let it be." And he touched his ear and healed him. Then Jesus said to Peter, "Put your sword into its sheath. All that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Do you imagine that I cannot now pray to my Father? Presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled that thus it must be? The cup which my Father has given to me, shall I not drink of it?" Then Jesus said to the chief priests and the captains of the temple and the elders who had come out against him, "Have you come out as a thief with swords and clubs to take me? When I was with you day after day teaching in the temple, you did not lay your hands on me. But this is your hour, and the hour of the power of darkness. All this has happened that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled." Then all the disciples forsook him and fled. There was a certain young man who followed along. He had only a linen cloth about his naked body. They laid hold of him, but he slipped out of the linen cloth and fled away naked. Then the detachment and its captain and the officers of the Jews seized Jesus, bound him, and led him away to Annas first, for he was the father-in-law to Caiaphas, who was the high priest that year. Now Caiaphas was the one who gave counsel to the Jews that it was good that one man should die for the people.